board here. Actually, Shados will respond. Gambit will get the plant though. Wits here is actually going to try and get ahead of the curve here. He will find a kill as well. Chronicle will fall.
Lovely timing with the drone coming out as well, just working in unison, and Wits is putting on a show already. Down to Defo and Redgar. Spike is down, but so is the defuse coming in halfway now achieved. Jesse on the swing, and Redgar, he ain't got nothing to say. Team Secret are going to get pumped up, and the reason I'm excited and the reason that I'm going to push this above where I normally would.
But comfortably back away now. Shadows actually will fall elsewhere.
I do like that they've kind of sat back a little bit here. They're not overly rotating. They're not getting too anxious over peeking. They're letting Gambit take a little bit of space. He does need to be careful. I'm wondering if he is tradable. He does have at least someone up top, so he can have a swing on this. Not as clean as you'd like, but does make up for it. Defo cannot get the punish. Spike goes down. Nats with one, and now just Nats alive. So far, this is actually pretty good. Unless Nats can do some more. Not going to be the case. Jesse with a lovely little cleanup. Rifle can also be recovered, which should be, I think, on the cards at some point. And yeah, you can already see that's going to be the case.
Again, with nothing really, no indicators sent out from Gambit there. Again, they were just happy to wait, especially with things like that. This could be interesting here. Again, Gambit on the attack. Previously, there were a lot of questions around that with some shaky performances, but all that thought for the time being is the wall will be invested here on default. Shados over the top on the first, but Redgar will fall.
It's damage. This is a lot of damage. Dispenser is still finding Shados. This is down to 2. Chronicle and Defo, this would be the rude awakening. This is the danger round to start with, really. But there's Defo trying to kind of keep control, the safe pair of hands. But the rifle still in Dispenser's hand. Keep that in the back of your minds. A tap on the spike brings Chronicle in for the swing. Wits finds one. Oh my word! They've done it! They've converted the bonus with proactive play, taking space. All the things we outline, Hypok. This is like a caster's dream. Knives head on down towards mid-confidence, downside of boom, and maybe not so rightly so. Defo just swats him out the air. A comfortable pickup for him there. Spike now down, and this is the rude awakening. Welcome to the Iron Giant of Gambit. They don't need the full buy right now. They're happy enough to meet you in this kind of unorthodox playstyle.
So actually a couple of weird head-to-heads here. Walkoon will fall, but actually Wits gets the better of Nats up in kitchen here. Could be an opportunity. It's 2v4. Again, look for a way back in here. He's going to find Defo as well. So Shados, got to be careful. Jesse back on his feet now as well.
Yeah, but time, it's a huge factor in this. They really need to get going if they want a chance in it, and that's going to be a big denial by Shados. Now down to 1. The last 2 do look a little weaker around the edges, but the time is everything in this matter. Dispenser tries to do what he can. Yes, he'll clean up the frags. The round will be Gambit's. Yes, does slip the net. He does find one, and there's still fire in the belly, but it is a 3v2. The weaponry's still superior for Gambit as well. Ult now invested too, but Dubstep finds Chronicle, and Nats now once again on the island. Gets himself a way forward, finds one, dips back in. He might have noted another. He's got to know what's going on here. Tries to go for the jump peak, needs to swing it. The swing ain't good enough. Dubstep finds him. Op still remains clean. Before he gets anything done, it's taking a while to get there. Redgar waiting, gets swung out by Wits. Yeah, that was wide as you like. And here we go, looking comfortable enough on the retake. Nicely done. Yes, they lose one, but the defuse should come in. No problem. 5-1. When do we start? When do we somewhat of a similar piece, but it looks a little bit more pacey to me.
Yeah, you see straight away Wits is going to back away deep towards the left side of the rafters, at least looking.
That's different.
Dubstep will find this pick again.
But Nats was... Wait, he was a bit more proactive this time. Nats was a little...
With his wall once again.
Wow, okay. This is where things go different, because Nats was pretty much the saving grace of the back line. However, this time, Team Secret hit these rotations a little bit better, a little bit quicker, a little bit more prepared. And Gambit are in pieces! A 6-1.
Wits over towards A. And the first time we've seen him actually get a little bit aggressive. One towards Bell, one on Pipes. They're looking for this early pick now. Nats will be called upon.
But he's meant to be made for this, right? But they've read him so well!
Like a book.
They bought the limited edition, the collector's edition. They got all the artwork and everything, mate. They've got it all. But this isn't enough. They now know everything. Oh, it's all been given away! Team Secret! They have read every single secret that Gambit may think they have. Any card up the sleeve has been written down as now Defo and Chronicle. Like, wait, what? We were holding a default and now we're just getting wrapped in on as well.
But again, potentially it's a 5v2 here on A side.
confirmation, all they've really had is Chronicle and I guess Shados in that regard. Now with the ult invested, that does change the dynamic. They need to kind of invest in this, and that's maybe what they have! Oh, dubstep from up above! Rains hell upon Defo, and now the spike's been denied, at least for the plant. Dispenser plays back in, and they've come and found the pace they needed. Wits holds his nerve, and it's Chronicle all down to you now. What have you got for us? Ooh! There's fire in Gambit, but Team Secret. Heck, this is dangerous. Nats gets beheaded, and now they could springboard off this, but they actually don't. They hit the brakes for a second. I think they identified a second, which would have been Redgar, who's going to slip away towards a deeper part of that B side.
Interesting, actually, the orb wasn't retrieved from A before Defo and Shados hit this rotation, so cautious that Secret were spread a little thin here, but dubstep and Redgar as well. Again, at this point, just look for Gambit to do some damage. Remove some of these weapons.
It's all rifles. If they can do something to do that, that'd be pretty dreamy at this point. Obviously, you're looking for normally like 3 to kind of force that reinvestment to be a little bit more labored, but at this point, you'll take anything you can get. For now, tap on the spike is, you know, no one massively swinging off the back. They can kind of hazard a guess that it's not going to be stuck at this point. Dubstep waits. There it is. There's one. Unison with the other. Maybe didn't need that overstep there, but it will be 4 alive. Spike down. 1 rifle forward on the Shados as well. Right there. He's not backing away. He is not being passive on this. He wants the fight, and they're going to just falter for a second. Takes one back, Sid, but it's Wits with the trade. That's now lost in the sight as well. Shados, he's actually going to spin up towards heaven. He wants to get there quick, but there's a player lingering just down below. Going to take that space and take site control. Spike should be able to be planted. I don't think anything's going to deny that now. And now we're in the post plant.
Actually, you got 2 members of Gambit actually walking towards the back lines here. Redgar and Nats potentially challenge Dubstep in his position, but he finds the first headshot now. Redgar solo HP.
Look at the damage on him. Dubstep did so much on the first peak. The second almost felt like a given. Shados and Chronicle's 5 HP. Get out of there. You know you're going to have to. 5 HP is not enough to be lingering around on you. You want to keep these rifles. You want to give yourself the best chance going forward. He's to quietly back away. Do not give away audio cues or anything else. But, well, can we just take a second to appreciate this? Team Secret just went, do you remember those 8 hits you were doing to us? Sometimes maybe a little over peak, maybe a little bit too overzealous, but right now he is needed.
But again though, the adjustment here, Redgar's here to kind of slow down these hits from Secret, but it's not going to do anything though. Shados and Redgar fall immediately.
Michael, what are you doing? Oh, okay, he's doing that. Takes one and now slips away into the night. Tries to back away and not overstep. I got a little worried if he was on his own trying to make moves, but the spike's going down. Can't deny it. And now into the post plant 3v3.
Spencer here, have a little peek through, and actually we'll find it. Secret are just hitting everything right now. Therefore, on the way back in, we'll find Wits. 2v2 presented here.
That's on the drop down. Clears below, but not completely. Does find Spencer, tries to find the next step, but Jesse playing to just deny this step out. Does spot at least one. Finds Defo now knows what's up. Again, get your gun out, Jesse. Here we go. It's 12 on the board. Team Secret tearing down Gambit.
Now, reactionary ultimate potential here if he can find this first kill.
30 seconds left.
See here if he's checked upon.
Ult invested. Shados on top. Gets a fight, loses it. Dubstep gets him. We're down to 3. Spike goes in. First fight comes out. Nat's going to pick up the pace. Going to pick up 2 bodies on the way as well, but loses his life. Red's now invested as well, coming out from Dispenser. Going to get that Viper back on their feet, but now we do have a little bit of a scrappy battle, to say the least. Defo and Redgar, what can you do, though, to break those back lines, to get back into this one? That spike is ticking away as Redgar going to lean a little further forward. Does isolate Dispenser, forces the swing out of 1. Trade comes out. It's going to be down to just Jesse again, up against Defo. But the spike, the time is still so favorable here towards Secret. Time being bought, players being toyed with. Jesse, all he's got to do is play this correctly. Backs away, buys some time. He's breaking Defo's heart. He can't do anything about it. He knows it's done. Give it up. Game 1, map 1. Team Secret off to an incredible start.
They have with this double controller is something to admire. Actually, nearly caught off guard there, but we'll be able to escape away. But Borkum will find Defo, and actually Chronicle as well on the back of that. A little bit of a bait there.
This is Yeah, this is actually going really well. Gambit are kind of struggling to break back in on this. All trades effective and all going Secret's way. Maybe a reminder, a confidence builder here for Secret after pretty rough map 2. And yeah, it's down to Shados. And there it goes. Lovely work from Secret, and the boys are loud. Be the destination. Nat's going to be doing what Nats does best, but let's see if he's been read, and he has been. Jesse well positioned, prepared to receive. Does get at least the visual confirmation of that player so close by. Seekers did come through as well, just kind of chasing down the final player, so everyone from Secret is in the right place at the right time. Here we see Shados towards the shower, gonna find Borkum, but now it's everyone else who's still alive. Jesse still stands and Dubstep still stands. Seekers on the other side now come through, gonna try and isolate, but Jesse finds Chronicle off that spike. More can be done in this though. That off on the way back in is going to be tricky on the retake.
Really looking for Jesse to get something done here as he comes under pressure. Shados again stuck in this corner until that flash comes back on. Another couple of seconds on that, but Secret making the most of the time here.
That's lovely work from him, still bringing that up to bear, finding Redgar. Now Shados. Flash is there, it's not ideal. That's going to be a halfway defuse. The swing, it's not enough. Jesse! The cornerstone so far for Secret in my eyes. Some of these big rounds he's clutched out on, he's kept them safe. Point spike can go down potentially. A tap on the spike draws out further utility, but look at the time, down to 20 seconds. And look at the players smothering from every side. A quick TP taken. That's gonna be the spike towards the other side now. A couple of other players join in, and Shados tries to catch one of the heals. Oh my word, how's he alive? And the double dip comes back out from the Astra fighting Shados. Redgar and Chronicle now put to work. Ult is online for Chronicle. What can you do with that though?
Getting stuck on site, not really any possibility.
Check it.
Actually, they're both fine kills. Chronicle finds another one.
No way, Redgar. Oh, Dispenser, well handled. Again, they are maintaining some of this composure in these pressure scenarios, because that started to look dicey at the end then.
It does, and just to come, which was the concern, right? There was none of the positives we saw from Icebox. Straight away here, different story for Secret.
Turns a flash, but does not turn away from the pressure mounting towards Long. He's got backup as well. Jesse's by his side. Defo goes down, and more start to pour forward, and Dubstep is doing it to him. And this is Team Secret looking strong right now. Not overwhelmed this time. Keep in mind, even on Icebox, the pace change caught him off guard. That was the one switch up, and it looks like a 3-2 split towards A would be a decent switch up if they can keep committing this way.
We'll retrieve that orb in showers. Oh, close up here, and actually happy to go all the way out here, but Dispenser actually get damage onto him. Borkum almost bailed out of that situation. Jesse will find a response onto Nats as well.
Jesse always seems good for one with that ult. He's been getting a couple of connections, but there's the answer right back. The pause for Thor works for Gambit. They find 3 to instantly alleviate the pressure that was on that 8th site. Now a quick flash does at least give them a step, and maybe a concept as to where Shados is. The follow-up as well is going to be great, going to force him away.
One enemy remains.
Now they can indeed catch him, as now Shados is your last one alive. 50 seconds, Spike basically as far away as possible, and there's the answer. Jesse is your man to do it. 3 kills on the board. Gets the information. Chronicle down low, gonna have to try and deal with the pressure, even though he's the walking wounded. Defo still stands his ground, and he actually loses his life for it. Redgar gonna be called upon, TP now taken, and away we go towards that B site. They've actually managed to do this properly. They've really drawn Gambit through a loop.
Dubstep actually will stay inside the TP. We'll get traded out, but now actually Gambit presented a 2v3. Members battered and bruised on the side of Secret, but again, this one stacked against Gambit.
This drop down's gonna be tricky. Let's see if they've got any way to facilitate this. Well, that's a bit of info. Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe you can work out where that crossfire is. He's got one flash to play with, but mine's an element, and they're trying to buy it. And here we go, going to block off at least one side, try and flash through the other. They're on towards the side. Nats finds one. He needs more. He knows where they reside. He knows where they're hiding from him. But it's the spike that's going to be the problem, and it's all down to one. Maybe there's life for them yet. Spraying wildly. He's got Nats down, but now the 1v1. The defuse. Oh, he's kept control of it. That was getting right towards the end of things. That could have spun Gambit's way. They got past.
Weaponry that I was expecting from Secret here, but you question the utility behind it. Now actually Defo will find Borkum as well, so that's the smokes removed here. They'll try and cut through the defense here of Gambit. Dubstep will actually find Chronicle. Makes it interesting now.
It does, but it does force Defo's hand, and for now it's looking pretty deadly. Going to try and get away from the KJ. Try and move himself around a little here. Redgar's found a Spencer. This is now looking problematic. Good work comes on in as it's just Dubstep now left in a 1v3 with it all on his shoulders. And it's going to be an uphill battle. He's been shot in the back by Nats. Welcome to playing Gambit. It's 13 to close out here, and I've got to say...